days, I had been watching the swallow nest beneath the eaves. I was almost certain that something extraordinary was happening inside. There were eggs. And then, after 8 to 10 days, I noticed something that confirmed it. The swallows were removing tiny pieces of eggshell from the nest. Life had begun again. After everything that had happened before, my hope grew. Perhaps this second family would have better luck. At first, only one tiny chick appeared in the images, then another, and a few days later, there were 3. Their eyes were still closed, but their mouths seemed enormous compared with their tiny bodies. They looked almost like little frogs wearing bows, and whenever a parent approached the nest, 3 enormous mouths opened at once. For the parents, there was only one answer: food. 200, sometimes 300 journeys a day, back and forth, a never-ending race to keep 3 little lives alive. August 21st. The 3 chicks had changed dramatically. They were no longer tiny, helpless creatures. They were round, strong, and full of energy. Inside the nest, they were already practicing, wings moving, bodies shifting, little jumps. They were preparing for the most important moment of their young lives. I expected it to happen at any hour, but their parents seemed to know something I didn't. They began bringing food right to the chicks' beaks, and then pulling it away, again and again. The message seemed clear. It was time to find food by themselves. It was time to leave. August 22nd. The waiting was finally over. At approximately 6:42 in the evening, number 1 made his decision. The bravest of the 3, or perhaps simply the first one who dared, suddenly pushed himself forward. He left the nest. For one brief moment, he was flying, and then the first flight failed. He reached only the first lilac bush. From there, he fell into the grass. Number 1 was now on the ground, alone, small, vulnerable, and then another danger appeared. Albișor, the cat of the house. She had noticed him. She watched the little swallow with interest and curiosity. For number 1, this was no longer a failed first flight. It could have been the end. But number 1 was not alone. Silvia saw him. She understood the danger, and she saved him from what could have been a certain disappearance. Then I intervened. The little swallow had to be returned to the only place where he truly belonged, the aerodrome, his nest. The journey back was short, but for number 1, it meant everything. And then he was back. The moment number 1 returned to the nest, there was an explosion of excitement. 3 little bodies, 3 little voices, a family reunited. For a few moments, The nest seemed more alive than ever, but I could not stop thinking about what had just happened. This was only the beginning. There are still 2 young swallows waiting in that nest, and tomorrow they may try too. I have a feeling tomorrow will be a difficult day.